Welcome! I'm your hero Abigail, and today's video is just a little extra special because one of my little sidekicks, subscribers, sent in this video idea. And if you ever want to do the same, go into the description and send it my way. With that being said, today's video is about Brent Rivera and his weird relationship with his sister. I'm not excited about this video. I feel like I'm gonna have to clear my search history after this one. Son, I need to check your search history. What? What? I promise I haven't seen anything weird. Like what? Why do you have to? Why do you have to check? Son, you don't have to lie to me. I already saw. I just need to confirm with myself. Okay? There's nothing to see. What? Like I don't have anything to show you, Mom. I promise. Don't fight me on this. Okay? Give it to me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Brent Rivera. I thought I raised you better than this, my son. My son. Oh, my son. Mom, I'm sorry. It's not what it looks like. It means nothing. I just wanted to know what it looked like. I'm sorry. Mom, don't tell Dad. Mom, don't tell Dad. Why can't you be like your sister? Just watch porn like a normal kid. You say sister? Brent Rivera is a pretty known YouTuber, I would say. He started off on Vine. You've seen him. I've seen him. We've all seen him. But he started off on Vine, and then he went to Instagram, and then went to YouTube. His content has not really changed, like, ever, but I'm not gonna get too far into, him, really. We're gonna be talking about him and his sister. I sat here and talked about, him stealing people's thumbnails and stealing people's ideas and stealing people's entire videos and just profiting off of it without getting any credit, or just making a mockery out of people and getting canceled every week, or being rude about someone's subscriber count, or the fact that they're filming on an iPhone. I would just be here forever, and I don't want to do that. We're just gonna focus on him and his weird relationship with his sister, um which it's definitely weird. Like, it's really weird. Let me preface this: they are both adults as of right now. Brett is 26 years old, and his sister Lexi is 23. But uh, this goes on for like a lot longer than just like this past year. These kind of videos for a really long time. His sister has been involved for a really long time. A lot of this stuff I'm talking about like happened when she was a minor, or like right before she was an adult, or like a little after she was an adult. Like, overall, she was all very young. She still is young, but now she's legal, so it's less weird, but like, still your sister. I, it follows like under the category of like a Mr. Beast wannabe, and you know the type. You know, we're thinking of the same people, yeah. So he follows under that category, but he's like a little, what's the word? He's a little more fetishizing than the rest of them are. He does a lot of like very kid content. All of his stuff is for children, but it feels as if it's meant for a different kind of audience. I do know who Brent Rivera is. I mean, like I said, he was on Vine. I watched him, you watched him. And if you didn't, you probably did. You just don't remember that it was him. But everyone knows who he is. He has 33.3 million subscribers, so he's a very known person. I watched some of his vines growing up, but I mainly knew him from his ex-girlfriend, which was My Life as Ava. No, I used to watch all her DIY videos, so she like opened up that gate to him, and I watched a few of his videos, but like I never really thought he was interesting. So Brett, he definitely has a little bit of a history with being really weird on the internet. I mean, a lot of his jokes are kind of just like taking them from another person, or they've been done 8 million times and a half, so like they're not that funny, but like, you could like get a little chuckle out of it. But what he likes to do, especially that gets him like the most views, I would say, is when he collabs with his sister in various ways. 9 times out of 10, very sexual manners. A lot of that started when his sister was 16. You heard that right, 16, 1 6, which is really weird, Brent. Really weird. Let's focus on the fact that it's your sister. You were 19 and your sister was 16 and you were doing this. I was looking through his channel to, like do some research on him. I wasn't really watching his videos because I don't really want to tell you the truth. I don't really want to. But scrolling through it, I went like maybe 4 years back. I don't even know. Like I was just scrolling to see if I could find anything that stuck out to me. And I definitely missed some things because I like scrolled back and I found something and I was like, oh, that's okay. Scrolling through it, it's one of two things with Brent. He's either in a hole or like hiding in something or he's shirtless. Why are those your only two options, Brent? That you can't see your body or you're shirtless? I'm traumatized. Same thing with his sister. It's either she's almost naked or like she's in pain. I am scared. Scrolling through it, it kind of reminded me, and like if you don't know anything about this situation, you were missing out. But it kind of reminded me of. It reminded me of those like 5-minute craft videos. I just forgot to say exactly what it was. Like I went on a whole other tangent about something else, but it reminds me of those 5-minute craft videos. Really, really bright colors to like make kids want to watch it, but like the thumbnail is like really weird that like adults would be like, well, not even like adult, like people who like fetishize certain things, being like, I found 6 examples just to talk about, like skim over today, because I feel like if I sat here and like dissect his videos, I would be here for a really, really long time. Maybe like one day in the future, like maybe I'll have a sit down video and like do an entire deep dive on Brent Rivera and go into everything. But as of today, I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to lie. Before I talk about the 6 videos that I found, I just wanted to talk about how these videos are his most viewed videos. Like, I'm not going to say that like ever, but like I was looking and I was comparing the numbers and like some of these videos are like they have crazy amount of views compared to like something else, which is like really insane. It reminds me of when um the whole like webcam kids would just like film themselves and it would have like thousands of views. I am a victim of that. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to be a YouTuber when I was younger and there is videos out there of me sitting there and just talking to my webcam and I can't take them down. I don't have the password, so they're forever up there. And if you look me up, don't. Honestly, just don't. I don't. Those videos haunt me to this day. It reminds me of that. It's like they see something, they see a child, or they see something kind of weird and fetishized, like a foot, or a girl in a bra, or Brent in a bra, like 7 times. But whatever, they find it and they're like, oh, let me click on that video. All these videos have crazy amount of views and I don't know if they are his top viewed videos. I couldn't like really find a way to like see it. But we're gonna start from lowest amount of views to highest amount of views, I suppose. But one of these videos did get taken down. Or at the very least I could not find it on his account. Like I couldn't find any trace of it, but it does exist because there are multiple videos about it. Um, but I couldn't find it when I was looking. So, extreme sibling yoga in Target, and it only had 3.5 million views before it got deleted. Um, in that video, she was 16 years old doing poses like this. I just find it kind of disgusting because she was 16, you know, like I don't care what anybody wants to say about it. That it just feels really, really gross. These poses are made for couples, like when you're married or dating or in a situationship, I don't know. But it's not for siblings. Siblings. Next one was My Little Sis Was Murdered. It has 21 million views and she was 22, so a little bit of an age gap. From what I could tell, it was one of Brett's most viewed videos, just from like what I could see, dealing with his sister. And again, it just felt very it just felt really weird. It just felt really weird that, you know, he used his sister for like he could have used anybody else, but he used his sister. And I don't know, like I looked at the thumbnail and I just got a weird vibe. Like maybe the video is like high spirited and his sister's not even in it, but it just gave me a weird vibe. And I feel like my gut's typically right. Last to Stop Kissing wins $10,000 and it has 24 million views. Now she was 21 in this video.
She was not in the video kissing, she was a referee, but she had to watch her brother kiss someone for like 40 minutes. So
Brett did not kiss this woman, and that's what matters, okay? Because that we don't need another YouTuber to kiss their siblings, honestly, guys. We really don't. We really don't need. Why is your sister involved in that kind of thought process? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. So these two videos are actually tied in views. I'll read you the titles of both of them and then you can guess the number, okay? So title number one is Songs in Real Life Protective Older Brother. Number 2 is Little Sister Goes on 100 Dates in 24 Hours. And one of these she was 17 and the other one she was 21. Take a guess on how many views these two have. You're wrong. 47 million. Both of these videos have 47 million views. Why? Why? Now, all of these videos, you can tell that he like made these videos with the intent for kids to watch, but it's so gross like looking at the videos and you can just like in these videos not only can you tell that they're so sexualized, like it feels fetishizing, especially over his sister. There's a lot of videos where that I've seen other people talk about on him and his sister being like really weird. Like it looks like he's like in love with his sister.
okay, I don't know if I'm gonna put this in or not, but I am looking up information about Brent's sister, and there is like a section like where it's like people also ask this, like, right? The top search on people also ask is Brent Rivera in love with Lexi? That's the top comment. Lexi's his sister. That's the top. I'm not even lying, guys. I'm not even, oh, I forgot my thing was a touchscreen.
But I want to talk about the fact that like this it could definitely be a case of grooming. Now, a lot of people like misconstrued that word. People have been kind of like flipping what this word like really means. Like some people just don't know the full definition, so they say something else, or like a lot of people are just getting it confused. The definition is on screen. But the reason I feel like this is kind of grooming is a few different things. It started getting popular on Vine. His sister was not involved, at least from my memory, she was not involved. But when he started doing YouTube and he got a lot of success, I feel like he was like, hey, do you want to be in my YouTube video? And obviously, you know, when someone you know, like your brother or whatever, is getting popular, you're like, oh, that could be me. Let me. Again, I don't know if this happened or not. This is just where my mind went, okay? He started offering if she wanted to come into the videos or not. And she was like, yeah, of course. And like at first it was fine, which I found some videos like it was like normal stuff. Slowly kind of just got like a little weird. And I feel like it was like if she ever said no or like she was like a little uncomfortable about doing something, he could be like, well, imagine the views we're gonna get. Imagine the money we're gonna get. Imagine people going on your like channel and subscribing. Like imagine this, imagine that. You're obviously gonna be like more impressioned to do something that your older, wiser brother tells you to do. And you know, you're gonna be like, oh well, like I want to get famous too. Like I want to be known too. So yeah, I'll do it. it feels like a sticky situation where it's like, we don't really know what happened, why they decided to do this, but it kind of just feels like he told her, hey, this is gonna get big, this is gonna do well, let's do it. And she was like, okay. Even in some of the videos, like, she just didn't seem interested. Like, she was just like, felt like she was uncomfortable. And I mean, I would be too. I feel like any sane person would be really uncomfortable with like doing couples yoga in a public Target. I'm traumatized. It's not even me. Ugh. Now that she is an adult, she does the same things that Brett does. I feel like it makes sense that she kind of does the same thing. Like, Brett got really successful off of it. She's like gonna probably want to follow in his footsteps just so she could also get money, and maybe she really enjoys making content and stuff. Same kind of weird videos. I wrote one of them down. I didn't write how many views it got, I'm not gonna lie, but I wrote one of them down, and it's called I Built a Secret Room to Spy on My Brother, which is also kind of weird and feeding into that like fetishization of the sibling duo, home Alabama, if you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't know what's going on in their personal lives. I don't want to know. I don't want to know about that. That's none of my business, y'all. Keep it to yourself, alright? Because I don't want that. When you're doing something and someone more successful than you comes along, tells you to do something else, and you do it, and you see profit, and you're not going to want to do anything different than what that person said. I'm just going to say it how I see it. It feels really weird. It feels really gross. I don't like it, and I don't think they should be showing this kind of stuff to kids, especially because it is for kids, even though it's not. I don't understand YouTubers. I'm telling you guys, I don't. I probably could like continue to go on and on and on and on about this, but I feel like I'm kind of like going in a loop, and I didn't want to go too far into it because I know I'd get really, really weirded out. Also, Brett has a little reputation of copy striking people and getting their channels taken down. And guys, I don't want that. I'm scared. Brent, please leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching. You should totally subscribe to become one of my little sidekicks. And I'll see you next time. Signing out, your hero, Abigail. Bye bye.